Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about uh, precautions and opening principles. So we have discussed the main opening principles in our previous videos. In this video we're mainly going to be talking about what not to do. So there's mainly just two things that you shouldn't be doing in openings. So let's get into it. So number one, do not bring out your queen too early. So let's just assume it's a basic opening, right? Let's say it goes like that, right? And this is the Scandinavian defense, and it's pretty popular, I would say. But most grandmasters at higher levels don't prefer to use this opening simply because this opening brings out the queen too early, which can lead to the queen having many turns. So let's assume uh, mostly after this move, White's most popular response is to immediately threaten the queen by playing knight c3. So let's say Black doesn't play a logical move like returning back to where he came from, or maybe playing a move like a queen to a5. Let's say he goes and checks, right? Let's say White blocks the check. Let's just assume this happens to be a simple opening. Oops. Just say that happens. So let's say this happens. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Uh, let's just assume maybe this happens, right? And then this happens. And as you can already probably recognize something, Black is pretty much already losing. Because, uh, let's say this happens, and the most important thing that you should be noticing over here is that Black's queen is constantly getting hit by attacks from White's pieces, and this can be really troublesome because the queen, if you waste your time simply moving around the queen, escaping from threats, when are you gonna develop your other pieces? As you can see here, uh, White is pretty much almost done with the background development. He just needs to castle his king and move out his queen, whereas Black has just only got his queen out of the way into more trouble and hasn't developed any pieces whatsoever. He's just developed one knight, and he's actually lagging behind in development pretty badly. So it's pretty important in the game not to bring out your queen too early. You should develop your other pieces, occupy the center, maybe castle, and then bring out your queen. So that is how you should be playing. But in cases where you decide to play openings like these Scandinavian defense, do make sure that you play some logical moves, like maybe retreating back, because now you don't have any threats and you can simply focus on your development. So that is one important part of precautions that you should be following. Number two is to not move the same piece around too many times. So I will just play a random move. This is not usually how it happens, okay? But let's say, let's just say, why place that? Actually, never mind. Let me make a point. So let's say you don't like your knight over here. You want it to be somewhere over here, right? So let's say you do this, right? Like this. Now, you can see that you just moved your piece around too many times, and Black just has the advantage in the opening because he just developed more pieces, and his king is ready for castling. Now you might ask me, Nick, why would anyone do this, right? Why would anyone move the piece around too many times? Because you might be compelled to do so, right? Like you saw in the queen scenario, you were just simply getting bamboozled by the white pieces. You were getting hit by attacks constantly, and as a result, you just had to keep moving your pieces. So it's never too. It's important to not move the same piece around twice, and it's important to avoid those situations by following your opening principles. Like let's say in attacks where you don't take care of the center, like I discussed previously. Like let's say in situations like this, right? I mean, situations like this, right? And this is actually an opening, but just to make a point, I'm just gonna discuss this just in case. So you've just been moving the same night over and over again, right? And so this is bad. This can lead to major problems. Uh, so you should be following, and that's actually that's actually an opening, and you can do pretty well on it. But you get the point, right? Just try to avoid openings where you just have to move the same piece over and over again because it simply loses time for you and gives your opponent the advantage in development. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.